All right, AOA Podcast, Wednesday, hump day episode. So good to be here with all you beautiful people in the live chat, which you can see on the bottom portion of our screen here, which is amazing. Plenty of topics to discuss today. Ice in Minnesota continues. We got a new video of Alex Pretti. We've got a new song from Bruce Springsteen. And of course, we have our second story, which is the Ilhan Omar town hall incident where she was sprayed with some mystery liquid, which today we learned was, you got to wait till we get to that story. Matt Lauer, one of his victims, is coming out with a book. It's pretty shocking and alarming what she says in that. We'll share all that with you and more. Plus this Wuthering Heights movie with, what's her name? Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. I guess, is Jacob Elordi like a big hunk? Euphoria, is that what he's from? Yeah. People are like, this is like softcore, this movie that's coming out. So we'll get into some of that. Nicki Minaj is a big fan of somebody you might not believe, and Bill Belichick gets rejected from the Football Hall of Fame, and people outside of football are upset. I'm okay, but I'm just happy to see you. I don't necessarily, I don't feel bad for Bill Belichick. When I found out that he was denied entry into the Football Hall of Fame, I just assumed it was Eli Manning getting in his way again. See what I did there? Because they stopped him from winning 2 championships. I'm a Giants fan. Hello, Christella. Hello, everybody. Apologies for being late. Hello, Robin. Sorry, I have a pass from Cuddles that I will share with you to get me out of detention for that. Apologies. Ice in Minnesota. The saga continues. Bruce Springsteen dropped the track today. I listened to it. It's not bad. I don't think the Trump fans are going to like it. I don't know if the MAGA fans are going to like it. It's not Thunder Road. Okay? It's not Born in the USA. It's not... I mean, you name it. You name all the Bruce classics. It ain't that. It ain't bad, though. I mean, I don't know if I just... Bruce is like a fine wine to me. He's just... Not only is he getting better as he's getting older, I'm loving him more as I'm getting older, you know? And he dropped a track today called Streets of Minneapolis. Now, I thought it was just Streets of Philadelphia, he swapped out Philadelphia from Minneapolis. Turns out, no, he wrote a whole new song. And it's not bad. It's pretty good. I mean, it has all the classic Bruce elements. It sounds like the E Street Band, although I hear he like wrote it and recorded it within like 2 days. So I don't know if it is all the E Street Band players or he had session people. Although I think he's got the E Street Band on like speed dial. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure he could just call them up there. I think they're all just kind of waiting around for him to call. Again, is it Born to Run? No. Is it catchy? It kind of is. It's kind of not bad. I'm probably going to give it a couple more spins, you know. We didn't add it to the official Anthony on Air playlist, which you can find on anthonyonair.com if you're looking for a fun little playlist to jam out to. We've got that up there for you. Just go to anthonyonair.com, or on the bottom is all of our links. It's there somewhere. So it's not on the playlist yet, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Robin, Robin says he likes it, and everything that Robin likes, I tend to like. So you'll sit next. I did. I sat in my favorite cuck chair and I listened to the Bruce record. Actually, I sat in my cuck chair while I watched Cuddles listen to the Bruce record. Is really how it went. And I was like, I could be into this. This is not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. I always find even when like the best songwriters write something quickly, it's not as good. Like when 9/11 happened, on 9/12, everybody was like, holy crap, can you believe that happened? And on 9/13, anybody with any sort of music ability started writing 9/11 songs. and they were all terrible. But Bruce wrote some 9/11 songs, but it took him months to put it out, and that was really good. The Rising is really, really good. It's one of the Bruce's best efforts. So I feel like when you give it a little time, it's a little better. He shot this out really quick. Even with that, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't that bad. But I think the big revelation today was they found footage of Alex Pretti from a few days ago. I think it was like last week, having an interaction with ICE, kicking a car, spitting at them. And we'll bring that up for you guys and share that with you now. It was all over social media today. It was trending on Twitter. Obviously, it was a big buzz. Lots of people on the right kind of going with the narrative of, oh, see, he is a bad guy. You know, I'll play the video for you. You guys can draw your own conclusions, and I'll tell you what I think.
Showing a man who appears to be Alex Pretti interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before.
So there he is spitting. You can see him. He's kicking the thing. He kicks the light BBC, out.
Whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy.
I mean, that looks like it's pretty much him. And then they get out and they rough him up a little bit there.
Our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents.
See, there he was. He spit on him.
When they started,
and there he's kicking the car right there.
Taillight.
Bust the taillight.
The agent then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground.
Yeah, so you can see that they have a confrontation. Our thanks to TNM for that footage right there. TNM. And in their caption here, you can see Pretti was not a peaceful protester. This comes from Stephen Guest. This is just some guy. I thought this was the TNM people, but it's not. So that's that bit of footage there. Now, was that peaceful? No. Does that mean that he deserved to get shot and killed a week later? Also, no. You know, so I don't know why the right-wing Twitter people today are all like, see, he deserved it. He was there to do harm. I mean, you can't really prove the motive. Listen, he had a gun on him. We know that. The gun doesn't bother me. The two other magazines, it was a little like, this is, you know, it's a little strange. When you're carrying that much ammunition, you can make an argument that maybe he had some, you know, some bad thoughts in mind, but that's not a guarantee. You don't know. At the time that he had his fatal confrontation with ICE, he was fairly peaceful. He was just filming with his cell phone camera. He was helping the women that were getting into tussles with him. Did he insert himself into the situation? He was in the middle of the street. But again, I stand by every bit of footage that I looked at. It didn't look, he did not do anything to justify the outcome that happened to him. He just didn't, you know, and that's keeping in mind that somebody did shout gun. You know, somebody, you know, it's clearly somebody went in there to try and get it. He did resist a little bit when he got all of that in mind. I felt that none of those police officers, those ICE agents, were out of control of that moment at any moment during that interaction that justified one of them pulling a weapon. Now, originally we thought it was one, and now reports have confirmed that it was indeed two protesters that opened fire on the back of Alex Pretti, which ended his life. So we learned that. So that was also a new little addition to this. So the three things were this Alex Pretti video that I just showed you, the new Bruce Springsteen track, and the fact that it was two agents that fired upon him and not one. Was the latest update on that situation. And again, I understand this idea of, well, he wasn't peaceful. And sure, in the week prior, as he's kicking the car and everything, you could make that argument that he wasn't peaceful. But just because somebody was being exuberant or, dare I say, an asshole 7 days earlier doesn't mean that they deserve to die or that they had done anything that day to cause the outcome that happened. Just doesn't. And I think it's a bad look for the right to go on and on, with that kind of narrative of like, see, he deserved to die. It's like, no, he didn't. He didn't. Did he lose his shit? Did he spit? Did he kick the car? Sure. That doesn't mean that he deserved to die. I mean, that's crazy. It's a batshit crazy take when you think about it. It's nuts to be like, I mean, how many times have you been an asshole, and then a week later, you're walking through the supermarket parking lot and nobody deserves to pull a gun out on you and shoot you for absolutely no reason. It's silliness. It's really, this is that right versus left stuff that's just, it's not real. You can't look at this thing from a week earlier and go, oh, see, it is. No, that's not real. It's not a real argument. It's just not. There's zero logic for it whatsoever. Zero logic for it. So, although I appreciate all the reporting from the BBC and TNM and credit them for the clip, the fact that they use facial recognition software to recognize that really was Alex Pretti is kind of impressive and cool. But sorry, that doesn't mean that he deserved to be killed. It just doesn't. So there you go. Going through the where's the there you go, that's what I was looking for. just because he kicked a tail light the week before, does that mean he deserved to be killed? Survey says sorry. Now this is an important question from our own J-Sabs. Ant, would you bring a gun or a knife to a protest? Or a dildo? Yeah, that's J-Sabs. That's a trick question because J-Sabs knows that I carry a dildo around with me most times anyway. So, and don't ask me where I carry it because that's none of your business. And we're bordering on sexual harassment at this point. Yeah, see, this is a good point too. Janine points out, well, Ant, you're an ass every day. That's true. I come here and make an ass out of myself 3 days out of the week. That doesn't mean I deserve to be murdered the second I get entwined in a confrontation a week from now. You know what I mean? It just doesn't mean that at all. People are shouting a lot of things. I have lost the live chat. You finally got there. You took the long way around, but you finally got there. Well, thanks, Miss Justice, but I was saying this the other day that he didn't deserve to get killed. I feel like the Renee Good thing was unfortunate. It was slightly different. I still maintain that is slightly different, but let's not go back there because I like it when everybody's on my side. I don't like arguing with everybody in the live chat. So let's not go all the way back to that one. Let's see here. How to license for a gun? I don't know. I'm losing some of the chat there. So I just appreciate Merck. Call HR. Thank you. Let's file something against J-Sebs with HR because that's just that's ridiculous. Ant is doing the weave. No, you could go back. This is what I said Monday. I pretty much said that he didn't deserve to live. I didn't think he was executed as a fair representation. That again, that's when you put somebody down and you shoot them. That's different. There was a confrontation here. He was on the ground. There was a bit of a scuffle. Again, it doesn't deserve death. But it's not an execution is if they just walk right up. I mean, it's close to an execution. But again, I'm trying to keep hyperbole down a little bit here in our era of everybody just going crazy with hyperbole. Ilhan Omar in this town hall incident. So this is so strange. I watched this and just thought, this is so, oh my gosh, hold on a second. Wait a second.
No, I got to take it off.
Take what off? We're trying to, don't be inappropriate. We're trying to do, everybody is clothed. Everybody is clothed. Janine.
No, there we go. I mean my camera off
Okay. All right, good. I got nervous there for a second.
for a second.
How are you, Jay Sabs? What's going on? We started talking about dildos, and magically you're like, I got to get in on this. This is my kind of topic.
I had a really funny joke. I said, or a dildo-shaped gun, but I'm not sure if you saw that or not.
I didn't see that one, but that's good. I do. Do they have? They do have those, don't they?
I mean, not that I would know.
Who are these people putting those things on drills? Have you seen those people? Who are these fucking people?
I mean, come on.
We can't stop bringing power tools into that. That's somebody's going to get hurt. You know?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say this because I wrote a whole long thing, but I guess there's a limit of how many characters you could write on here.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know. I'm the only host that doesn't go into the comment section, so I have no experience.
So I said, you know what? I'm not going to break that up because then it's not going to make sense. So
Right,
yeah,
say it. I'll give you the floor.
I said this the other night, and okay, I don't own a gun, so I don't know, like in what scenario I would actually carry my gun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, I have to say, I really don't think or would want to bring a gun to a protest.
Uh-huh.
But I also think that if you have a gun and you bring it to certain places, there's certain, like if you have a gun, there's certain consequences that you're going to have to deal with. Like, going out there with a gun, showing people that you have a gun, people are going to, I don't know how to get this out the right way.
People are going to shoot you?
Yes. And I don't mean it like there's a possibility that you're going to get shot because you have a gun.
I think it might increase the chances that you might get shot.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think that I'm not saying that you should, but I think that there's certain things, like if you carry any weapon, I don't mean about getting shot. I mean, like if you carry a weapon and you don't use it the right way, it could turn bad on you.
Sure, but we've seen people get shot and killed, and they got a ham sandwich in their hands with tinfoil. I mean,
don't talk about my uncle like that.
I mean, anything could happen, really. But I understand that. I understand that a gun can cause uneasiness and alarm amongst law enforcement.
Right, but yes. Also, I was going to say here it's a different state. In New York, it is, I would say, almost foreign to us because there's a lot of other states that have totally different gun laws where people just, they walk into Marshall's with the gun or fucking Chuck E. Cheese and it's not a big deal. But like I said, I can't speak. I don't know because I don't live in these states and I don't see this regularly, But in my opinion, I would feel uneasy if I saw someone carrying a gun at a protest.
Sure. I think you would feel uneasy if you saw somebody carrying a gun, period. Unless you were at a gun range or something like that, or it was a police officer, in a uniform,
right. And I'm not against guns. I'm not. It's just, I just don't know why he brought it there.
Well, maybe because he got the shit kicked out of him the week before. That might have been part of it.
Someone said that he brought his gun there too.
I don't know. I don't know why he brought his gun there. And again, did the fact that he had it on his waist and that the agents shouted out "gun" cause alarm to the two agents that pulled their weapons out of their holsters? Perhaps it did. But all of that being said, I mean, nothing that guy did prompted that kind of response.
No.
Even though he had the gun in the back of his pants, Even if he had it in a holster, he wasn't reaching for it. He
Right,
didn't.
but right, he wasn't doing anything near his gun, right? From what we
Right.
know, but again, we don't know the whole story like right before it happened. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
did he threaten
yeah,
them? Did he threaten them? Was he being violent towards them right before? We don't know. Not that I'm saying that he should get shot or killed, but
you're right.
I just feel like
You're right.
if you
But
bring a gun, go
we
ahead.
did we did see a minute or so, 2 minutes worth of his behavior before then, and nothing in there warranted that response. Those two agents jumped the gun, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, right.
It was pretty quickly. Listen, can we say bringing a gun to a protest is a stupid idea? Yes. And I think he was stupid for doing it. Still doesn't mean that he deserved to get killed.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's just a gross exaggeration. If you said to me, well, first of all, if you said to me, I'm going to a protest, I'd be like, that's stupid.
Right.
If you said I'm going to go to a protest with a gun, I would be like, you're incredibly stupid. You're begging for trouble.
Right. Or I just feel like I don't have the fear that these people have. And I'm not just talking about him. Talking about, and I said this other night too, the other night, the fear that people have where they carry guns on them, where they carry knives on them, when they carry pepper spray or brass knuckles, as Paul said. Like, what goes through these people's, like, I've never, and I've taken the worst subway in New York City and never felt like I had to carry something on me to protect myself. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Kinda. I get
I
nervous
don't.
if I'm carrying more than $250 on me. I get nervous.
Well, first of all, when I don't carry money at all.
Yeah.
Um, I just sell feet pics, so I don't have to carry any just cash. You know, it's
They
electronic.
Venmo you. Yeah,
Yeah,
smart.
but I don't have that fear. I don't. I don't know. It's to me, people who carry knives. Why? Tell me why you carry a knife. I don't get it.
Self-defense. You're right, though. I've never carried a weapon of any kind with anywhere, and we've been on some pretty rough trains in bad neighborhoods in New York.
I mean, like I just.
I don't know why that is. I've never really thought about this. You're really bringing up a weird point right now. I'd never. But
like,
people do. People carry knives with them.
right.
I don't know
I
why.
just.
I know why, but
I mean, they do it because just in case they get into, someone's trying to. But then again, I've heard someone say if they were to get jumped and they carry a knife, they wouldn't use the knife on them. So then what are you doing this? What are you carrying it for? Like,
right.
I don't know. It's like something my mind can't grasp. Like,
But you never had pepper spray or anything. You never had that.
never,
Oh,
never
because
even thought to even buy it.
you're your parents never were like, take this pepper spray with you.
Never, probably because they feared that I was sprayed in my own eyes.
They would fear that you assaulted somebody else with it. Be like,
Exactly. They're like,
yeah.
we're not giving it to her again.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know. I just feel like it's people are and understand people are very upset about ICE. Like I said, this is their job. This is what they chose to like. And this is their job. So it's not like they're making this up and just doing it on their own. This is what they chose to do. So they're protesting against, like, they really, really hate them. Like,
Well,
I never have seen such anger towards, like, I mean, also, I don't really watch the news, so.
I think that's why you're so cavalier with all of this, because there are a lot of people that are just inundated by it.
And you know what? I can't. I can't. So I'm sure, like, once you start to listen to the news, and you can't, it's like a rabbit hole that you're just not going to get out. It's over your head now,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, yeah. Well, and I think a lot of people, like, are they upset with ICE? They are, but I think they're upset with ICE. They're upset with Trump. They're upset with their own. It's a tough time right now to make ends meet for a lot of people. So you start to get a lot of things compounding together. I mean, you and I talked about healthcare costs. Like even
Hmm.
people that are doing okay, all of a sudden you look and see what's coming out of your paycheck because of healthcare costs, and you're like, fuck. So there's a lot of anger and animosity. It doesn't help that every time you turn on the TV, the president of the United States is calling somebody else an idiot or a moron or unfit for whatever. It doesn't help that everybody else says the same things about him. So there's this feeling of like lawlessness a little bit going around. And then you have all these people, Renee Good is an example. Her life could have been saved. Like, she's inserting herself again, blow whistles, film, shout, whatever you got to do. But don't, like, there's a group of people that are like, oh no, this is a special exception because this is really bad. Like, I've got news for you. Like, this isn't great, but we've had really bad. And like Tim Waltz got in trouble the other day for comparing this to the Holocaust. And that's a great analogy. Like, the Holocaust was really bad. Like, that's really bad. This is not great. This is not good. This is bad. But there's
that was dumb. That was dumb on his part.
like, there's really,
By the way,
really bad.
who's Tim Walz?
Oh, he's the governor of Minnesota. Former almost vice president.
No, I know. I wanted to see if you were paying attention.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think it's all this. So like when you talk about, because again, I said its nature was supposed to get violent criminals off the streets. Now, clearly they're doing more than that, and that's what people are upset about. But at the same time, like, I understand you can't pick and choose what about ICE you want to protest, but I mean, literally, the right gets to make the argument, well, what do you guys want to do? Keep violent criminals on the streets? Because that's the argument that they're going to make when it comes time for the midterms.
Yep.
And that's why and everybody can get upset at me for saying things the way I'm saying it. But the truth of the matter is that if you want the left to succeed and you want to knock Donald Trump down a peg, stop doing this stuff. Right. Because again, they're going to just be like, okay, well here, because every Republican running is going to flash mugshots on a screen saying, here's all the rapists and killers that ICE took off the streets. Did you want to keep them there? Because the Democrats do. And it's going to be 2024 all over again. Because that's how they won the last one. And they're going to win this one again if people don't smarten up. But yeah, I can't even say that because people start jumping down my throat, acting like all of a sudden Ant's a Trump lover. It's like, that's
because you don't want violent people in this country.
Everybody overwhelmingly voted for that. They didn't vote for pulling hardworking people off the streets who are maybe undocumented. They didn't vote for pulling people as they're on their way to court, to become a citizen. Nobody voted for that shit. So I get the outrage over that stuff. I really, really do. But some of these people out there are pretending like at the end of the day, ICE isn't doing some good. They're acting like it just any good is just erased by all this brutality and these bad examples that have been happening. And that's not the case. Like I read the thing the other day, a week or two ago. They put out a list of all the violent there was like 33 violent criminals that they took off the streets in Minnesota.
Well, don't you think a lot of it is, or at least some of it, people just want to be a part of something, which is why they're protesting?
Yeah, I think there's
and or anything that has to do with Donald Trump, they'll just go against no matter what.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is, they'll just go against it.
It could be changing the cotton in a tampon, and they'll be they'll be against it.
They'll be against it. Yeah. And look, it's not to say that he hasn't done some really dumb shit. Like he's done some really stupid shit. Like Venezuela has been okay for now, but it's okay for now. Like if that turns sour and there's revolution and a civil war or whatever, and there's bloodshed and he's responsible for that. I don't think he feels that way, but he'd be responsible for that,
Right.
I don't know. We don't know what the economy is going to be. Clinton got this same sort of thing too. Everybody loved the economy during Clinton's time. It's because he had the internet bubble. Right now, Trump's got the AI bubble. The money's flying around everywhere because of AI. If it wasn't for NVIDIA, I don't know how well this presidency would be viewed, because I think things would be really different. But we'll see. It's going to be the first tax year with the big, beautiful bill. We'll see how people start to feel. If their refunds are good, people will feel good. If they're not, they won't. They'll be upset,
Right. And then you could go protest, Anthony.
And then I'll go protest. But I mean, we all have plenty to be unhappy with. Again, healthcare costs. You go to the fucking supermarket and it's $100 to get 4 things there. Those costs are still high and pretty ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, on that note, I have to leave because I have to watch Tell Me Lies.
Okay, what's Tell Me Lies?
I'm sorry. Do you need some help with the pop culture?
I do.
What do you mean you don't know what this is? Aren't you a 19-year-old girl?
Mm-mm. No, I mean I do have the same movie taste as them. I do have a penchant for the drama in People magazine, like they do. But no, other than that, no.
It's a very good show.
Do you like the gay hockey player show? Are you watching that one?
I just watched 1 episode so far. I told you there was like 3 or 4 fellatios within 42 minutes. So
hot.
I mean, I may have learned a thing or two. I'm not gonna lie.
You picking up some pointers?
Yeah.
If I was gay, oh my God, I'd be cleaning up.
I have to say, I asked my gay friend if he watched the show, and he said absolutely not. They're both ugly, and I don't want to see them suck each other off. Okay,
really? Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the women
He's
are
actually what he wrote was ill, Janine, but I bet you are.
Well, is he saying that because he really means it, or is he one of those? Because I'm kind of like this. Once anything gets too popular, I'm like, nah, I don't want to have any part of that.
No, he has no interest in. He's like, no, thanks.
So just the dudes aren't his type.
Yeah, exactly.
That's interesting. But what do you think about the women? Like straight women are like going gaga over this show. This is the first time. Again, I said this before. This is the first time in recent memory I could remember straight women openly admitting and talking about 2 dudes going at it the way any average guy would be like, oh, 2 chicks are going at it.
I think it's because there's no hockey in it, really.
Yeah, I hear that. I heard that. That would piss me off.
So they were slapping something cheeks. I don't know.
Somebody sent me a clip of Bill Burr, and he's like, "What's going on with the power play? Why aren't they showing the power play?"
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, I'd be wondering the same thing. Well, anyway, enjoy your show, J Subs. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Everybody was very excited in the live chat.
I could tell they're like, they can't even believe it, on the edge of their seats. All right.
We'll see how this appearance goes. Every time J Sabs appears, 2 out of 3 people like her. So we'll see if those stats hold up.
Oh, whoa.
That's good. That's better than I've been doing lately. So you should be proud of that. All right. And there she goes. J Sabs is gone. Okay. It's important to note, too, that J Sabs signed on to, we have names that you can't see behind the scenes. And hers, she labeled dildo. And that's not even, I'm going to snap a photo of that, put it in the members only area for everybody later on. Let me just get that. There she is. Okay. That'll be fun little banter for everybody. I'll put that up in the members only area in case you don't believe me. Although, J Sab, so I feel like you believe me. It's not like it's not really a stretch, that one. All right, over to Ilhan Omar. I'm going to trip over that 10 more times. I have a feeling. Ilhan Omar, she's doing a town hall. Somebody comes running up to her, sprays some shit all over her. The report's out today that it was apple cider vinegar. I thought it was a strange little scene, to be totally honest with you. It was a little weird. Let me get this out of the way for everybody. But here's the footage from C-SPAN. You can see she's up there giving a little speech, town hall.
Rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing. No, we will continue.
No. Ilhan, you need to go get checked.
No, we will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
You need to go get checked. No, you don't know what.
She got a little fired up there. I got to go back though, because you got to see that when she first gets sprayed, she cocks back like she's about to sock that son of a bitch. Here, take a look at it again.
And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
Right here. She's about to go take a swing at that dude.
I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing. No, we will continue.
No. Ilhan, you need.
Yeah, so that was how crazy was that? Now, what surfaced today on the internet that everybody's talking about, that gentleman who sprayed the thing on her, he's got a picture with her. And so now everybody thinks, and I think the president mentioned this, which again, not helping. He said it looked like it was staged. And so a lot of people are claiming now, between the fact that the two of them took a picture together at one point and that it was just apple cider vinegar. Oh my God, the guy's name was Anthony. That's not helping me at all. They're saying that it was a lot of people on Twitter are like, oh, this was a bit. This was like staged. Listen, I mean, that would be crazy. I don't know if it was staged. It was certainly awkward. I don't know this Anthony Kazmarazik guy. You got to be mentally, first of all, you got to be a little mentally not there to go to a politician's town hall these days. Let's just start with that. Doesn't matter what politician it is. It's just that's worrisome. If you're like, I got to go to the town hall to see what the politician is saying. Like, that's kind of crazy. But to go there and then spray something, and it was like a syringe. It was a syringe, like he squirted out of the syringe. That's why it was like kind of looked a little weird at them, and then scream. Like, it was a weird attack. I mean, thank God it was a weird attack, because he didn't even look like he looked like he was flinching and not really wanting to get too close to her, even though he just wanted to spray her with it. But that's really alarming. You know, it really is alarming. Just because physical harm didn't come to her doesn't mean that this isn't scary as shit, because that's exactly what this kind of thing is. It's like, how can we make you afraid? How can we show you that the next time it's going to be different? You know, so I get her like fight to be like, no, we're going to finish this. And by the way, look at the size of the bodyguard that's like, hey, I'm here to protect you. Look at the size of this dude. And he's like, we got to get you to safety. And she's telling that guy, fuck out of my way. We're finishing this shit. Like, I mean, that's what my grandmother used to call a spicy pepper. Girls with a little bit of that, when a woman's got like that fucking fight in her, my grandma used to call that a spicy pepper. That's a spicy pepper right there. She ain't taking no shit off of anybody. You know, she's not taking shit off of anybody. So, all right, let me see. Paul, we're getting into trouble here, Paul. Ann is struggling to condemn this. Am I struggling to condemn? I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. I said the guy was crazy. It seems nuts. I don't think it was fake. I mean, it would be, if it was fake, it would be crazy. I mean, that would be nutty. There's certainly some awkwardness to it that I acknowledge, but I don't think it's fake just because she got a picture with the guy, ahead of time. I don't think that really proves anything. But as I was just saying, it's scary because, Ilhan obviously is she's just a representative. Representatives have popularity, maybe not as much as senators, certainly not as much as governors, presidents, so on and so forth, because there's a lot of representatives running around. She is certainly one of the more notable ones. But it really just goes to kind of show you, again, this Charlie Kirk, the president, like safety is, I feel like, at its shakiest that it has been at in recent years. Like it's, I mean, before Trump in Butler, PA, what was the last time there was maybe the guy who threw the shoe at Bush 2? Right? I mean, that was kind of, and then before that, was it Reagan? Was it the assassination attempt on Reagan? I mean, it's been really, I mean, maybe I'm forgetting a couple things, but it's been really few and far between. When you look at the president in Butler, when you look at who's the other one, the representative, the girl and the husband that was killed in the home, Charlie Kirk, like this, like it's really, I feel like it's been a busy time for political violence. And again, because nobody died or was hit or everything, doesn't mean that it was less than. It's still a little like they were from. Thank you, Paul. They were from Minnesota, right? But wasn't it 4? Wasn't 2 of them died? But there was 2 other ones that were involved in it too. They survived, but they were shot by that guy, from what I remember. Right? I can't remember. It's dangerous as fuck to have a press conference nowadays. Press conferences must now be done in the nude. I mean, they used to say, picture everybody naked. Now we're getting to the point where literally everybody's going to have to be naked. So we make sure that there's no weapons in the damn place. You're right, Rob. Bird. Good point. It's a very, very good point. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. And I blame the right and left for the increased crazy speak. But most of all, I think the president gets a little bit more of the blame because he's the president. He should be setting an example. Leadership is leading by example. And when you're out there, calling people, whatever he calls people, which is a lot of bad things, what do you expect that rhetoric to be coming back at you from the other side? People aren't just going to take it. It dials up the rhetoric. So if we're going to take those things down, it should start from the top and trickle all the way down. So I think he should shoulder most of the blame for that, if we're being totally honest with ourselves. But and again, this doesn't, I'm going to say this because it needs to be said, not that she deserved to have any harm done to her, but she's up there going, okay, Kristi Noem should be ousted. I think we could all agree with that. I mean, I feel like even Kristi Noem's family would agree with that at this point. But, she's like, we should abolish ICE. Again, I wish the left would wake up a little bit. More than half of the country voted for this man because he said he was going to deport violent criminals. And when you sit up there and you say we should defund ICE, it sounds just as crazy and stupid as when everybody was talking about defunding the police. The left started with the defund the police, and what happened during that year's election? They got shellacked. And defund the police left their vernacular altogether. They just realized, this is a loser. We're going to stop talking about this immediately. And again, I see them making the same mistakes again. And hate me all you want, but I'm just here to help. I'm just giving some sound advice. Matt Lauer, why isn't he behind bars? If there's somebody I'd like to see in jail, it's Matt Lauer and Ghislaine Maxwell for that point. Both people who are not in prison who really should be. See what I did there? Fucking Matt Lauer, one of his victims, who I'm going to call a victim, she's coming out with a book on February 3rd. And in the book, and we know this because she put an excerpt out. In the book, she details what happened to her. Her name is Brooke Nevels, and it's ungodly. I mean, it's crazy. You know, it's crazy. The book is called Unspeakable Things, Silence, Shame, and the Stories We Choose to Believe. She alleges that in 2014, Matt Lauer raped her. Thanks, algorithm. During the Sochi Olympics, she describes the fact that she woke up in pain and her underwear and sheets were caked in blood. Caked in blood. She says that Lauer insisted on the back door while she was intoxicated. She describes there being confusion and shame as she initially struggled to label what happened and later came to terms with it. She also says that, and this is why I think he's not behind bars, she admits that there were additional encounters afterwards, including at least one where she says that she initiated in a misguided attempt to regain control. Believe it or not, that's like a common thing. Like, you might think, if somebody did that to you, why would you ever try and have any interaction with them again? But if you look at victims of assault like this, there is that attempt to regain control. There is that attempt, there is that deniability, and that, well, if I do this, then it didn't really happen to me. You know, it's almost like it's another form of denial. Lauer, of course, denied any wrongdoing. But if you read the excerpt, which just Google Brooke Nevels or Matt Lauer, if you read the excerpt, it's pretty horrible. It's pretty horrible. And I know it's a he said, she said situation, but I believe her. I believe her. And that's not just because I think Matt Lauer is a douchebag. It's because I met Matt Lauer and really got an in-person vibe that he was a douchebag. Does that help at all? I told the story before. I did a celebrity softball game with him, and he fucked up. I asked him to take a picture of me and somebody else, and he fucked it all up. So that was a one strike. And then I ran into him years later after he got the boot, and just the look that him and I exchanged together, I was just like, this guy is he's just not a good guy. And I really, you know what I really, really fucking hate the most is he sat in that chair for all those years, like Mr. Moral, just passing judgment on all these other people while he was using his power to abuse women. Like, I've never wanted to see a guy's dick get run over by a garbage truck more than Matt fucking Lauer. Like, I really think he's a huge piece of shit. And I ran into him at a deli. Like, he would continue to show his face out here in the Hamptons for a year. I haven't seen him in a while, but he would be around all the time with like riding a motorcycle like a fucking douchebag. Not that motorcycle riders are douchebags, but when you get fired like Matt Lauer did and have all these women come out and accuse you, just drive a fucking Honda. Don't be out there with a fucking motorcycle and a dickhead looking helmet. Anyway, don't get me started. Her memoir will be out on the 3rd. It's called Unspeakable Things, Silence, Shame, and the Stories We Choose to Believe. Wuthering Heights. People are buzzing about this Wuthering Heights. The cast photos came out today. I mean, maybe I didn't see all of them. Let me see if I could put them up on the screen for everybody really quick. I didn't see the big deal in it. People were like, oh my God. But I'm hearing a lot of buzz around this movie being like softcore porn. And like people are talking, like obviously Margot Robbie's hot, but like this Jacob Elordi, like I never really knew who this dude was. But again, women are falling all over the place over this dude. And like the buzz that I'm hearing is like, let me read an excerpt from page 6. The film's approach is being framed by critics online as leaning heavily into the character's sexual relationship, with some describing it as bordering on soft porn. Let me do that for the clips. As soft corn. Yeah, Margot Robbie appears in a red leather mini dress bustier styling and Elordi in a sharply styled outfit. The story remains based on the 1847 Emily Bronte's novel Core Stormy Romance, but marketing tone is explicitly bold and sensual. Well, it's 2026. If you're not doing some shocking shit, you know, I mean, you're not getting asses in seats. Nobody's going to see movies anymore. I mean, fucking Avatar barely cracked $1 billion. That almost bankrupted those guys. Like, those guys need to be making billions of dollars. You know? All right, let me bring up the page 6 here so everybody can see it. You guys enjoying the show so far? I feel like I got John Mayer's Your Body is a Wonderland in my head, and it's really, really distracting me. But I'm persevering. Like, is this that? I don't think this outfit is all that bad from Margot Robbie. Thanks to Reuters for the photo. But I think these are publicity shots. Like, this isn't like the worst movie. This isn't like... Where is he? I'm sorry. I'm too busy looking at her. Was he in any of these shots? I got distracted. Oh, he's wearing like all right, he's wearing white pants and a little bit of a douchey thing there. Boy, that jacket's fucking cool. I'm not a fashion guy. See, like, I can't wear shit like that. See, I wish I could pull off stuff like that. I can't do it. Like, that's a cool jacket. Yeah, is this guy good looking? I mean, I guess so. Boy, that belt's a little too thin, don't you think? That's a little too thin for my comfort. I mean, that's the thickness of like a purse strap. That shouldn't be... you're going to need a bigger... No man should trust a belt that size. I feel like that any dude could snap that belt. You bend over to pick something up, that's going to snap right off. That's a too thin belt. But I don't think her thing is all that provocative, actually. I don't know. Maybe. But again, the buzz on that movie is hot. Very, very hot. I'm curious. Also, I have no idea what Wuthering Heights is about. Am I alone on this? I don't know. I know I've heard Wuthering Heights. I know it's a thing. I have no fucking clue what Wuthering Heights is. Do you know what Wuthering Heights is? Yeah, but do you know what it's about, though, really? Thank you.
We read it years ago in school.
You read it is it a high school book?
Yes.
All right, Cuddle says she read it in high school. But she went to a real, her high school was, let's just leave it at that. I actually don't know what I'm talking about. All right, give me a 1 in the chat if you don't really know what Wuthering Heights is, and a 2 if you do and think I'm a moron. And give me a 3 if you just think I'm a moron. Nobody put Miss Justice, take note of everybody who puts 3 and put them on a ban warning. 1 if you know whether there's a lot. There's the first 2 right out of the gate are 1s. I'm starting to get concerned here. I've started to get Paul. I knew that was coming from Paul. I've upset Paul. I got to get Paul back on my side somehow. Robin gives it 3 potatoes, which is hilarious and insulting. Okay, Brooke put 1, 2, 3. Put 6 for what I think is 1 + 2 + 3. That's brilliant. Lots of 1s, literally no 2s. Well, I guess Paul's 2 is legitimate. Matt put it 3. Wow, did I lose Matt too? This is heartbreaking. Yeah, I don't know Wuthering Heights. That's one of those things where I feel like as a 42-year-old with 2 kids, I should know that. But that's one that kind of just slipped by me all these years. All right. It's good to know that I'm an idiot. Nicki Minaj Oh, I didn't put the grocery store thing on here, did I? All right, we'll do that one. A little bonus. Nicki Minaj backed Donald Trump at a summit that she was at, and she referenced herself as Trump's #1 fan. It's interesting. She definitely said it. And she said that the online civil war that's going on and the fact that everybody just hates what he does is making her a fan. Again, I think this is something that like we're really starting to see. I think people are having a negative reaction to Trump derangement syndrome, and they're like by proxy becoming a fan, you know, which I think is what Nicki Minaj is saying here, which is, again, I mean, interesting to me. Like hip hop typically not a conservative thing. Hollywood artists, not a conservative thing. I'm a little surprised by this. I don't know, are there any other hip hop artists that are Trump fans? I mean, I know he's got some celeb fans. I mean, everybody was all up in arms when Hulk came out for him. The Hulkster is taking his Trump vitamins. But I'm surprised. I don't know if she's just doing this for attention or whatever, but she's been speaking up about a bunch of things. So I'm keeping my eye on it. I'm intrigued by Nicki Minaj backing Trump here, because I feel like at some point he's going to do something, and then she's going to have to distance herself. I feel like that's just the inevitable. That's the inevitable thing that's coming. Speaking of music, somebody told me Green Day is playing with Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I heard that Green Day was going to be there. But can you look that up? I heard they were going to be there, but I didn't. I assumed that they were going to do like the national anthem or what else do people do? America the Beautiful. America the Beautiful. That we're going to get like a Green Day America the Beautiful. That would have been fucking amazing. Oh, so they're opening. Oh, so they're not playing with Bad Bunny. It says they're opening the Super Bowl. Oh, they're doing an opening ceremony. Yeah, I don't. But I would love for them to play with Bad Bunny. That would be amazing. Green Day and Bad Bunny would be good. I don't know any Bad Bunny songs. I feel like I do. What's his big song? Bad Bunny. Let me see here. And I mean, I'll take anything over this John Mayer song in my head, for Christ's sake. Just driving me nuts. Okay, hold on. I think he's got a song. Oh my God, he's got 2 songs with 1 billion streams. Holy shit. Baya in an. Oh, I think I know the song. Does that one? I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. No, this isn't the one I was thinking of, but this has 1 billion songs. Hey, it's a cool Spotify animation. It's like a frog dancing, doing a little Latin dance there with a fan in the background. That's fucking cool. Never saw that before. All right, he's got another one with 1 billion, 1,000,000,003. Oh, this is even bigger than the first one. Jesus Christ. And I don't know if you guys can hear this. I hope we don't get in trouble for this. Oh, this is cool though. I don't know what his thing was, the green frog, but now the green frog's taking pictures of shit in a room. Puerto Rico is frog? What does that mean? I'll tell you what, he's got a real capitalization thing here. Oh, is it just he lowercased all the O's? Oh, and the E's? I don't know what Bad Bunny's doing. He's doing something right. You can't. It's not going to be in focus. All right, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl and I'm gonna be like, oh, that's Bad Bunny. That's his song. Just kind of what I do with a lot of the Kendrick Lamar stuff too. Again, if it's not Dave Matthews, I don't really know it all that good. Frogs are Puerto Rican things. Is that right? Frogs are Puerto Rico. The frog symbol is Puerto Rico, and then frogs a thing. I thought it was French because they like to serve frog legs. That old gag. Okay. All right. Puerto Rican frogs. Who knew? Cool. I still would love it if fucking Green Day got up there and did a little number with him. Could you imagine? I mean, it would be cool if Bad Bunny did American Idiot. That'd be fun. That'd be fun for everybody. This guy's got 1 billion fucking streams. Feels like the NFL should be paying him. I know they don't pay for these things. Like, usually people do that. That's why I feel like this guy is almost in Taylor Swift territory where it's like, I don't need the exposure of the Super Bowl. Like, everybody's like, why isn't Taylor Swift playing the Super Bowl? It's because she doesn't fucking need that bullshit. That's why. And by the looks of it, doesn't look like Bad Bunny needs it either. Get the fuck. This one's got 2 billion. No, is this right? Yeah. Holy shit. 2 billion. What's up with Spotify shelving the 2 billion track? La Canción? That's cool. I mean, I don't really get it. Like, I feel like there's lots of artists like this guy. Like, there's tons. Why is his stuff 1 billion and not somebody else's? But I guess that's, I don't know if I want to listen to this song. It only has 745 million plays. It's clearly not as good as the other one. How you doing, Bad Bunny? Oh, terrible. My new song only got 504 million plays. Like, oh yeah, that sounds like a hard day. He's got another one with 1.2 billion. This guy's like wrapping up billion streams. Cool. Well, I think Bad Bunny's going to be fun. Paul, don't call ice on Bad Bunny. That's not. I heard Bad Bunny is performing in a dress. I think he was was he wearing like a dress? Look at that. He put out a promotional video. I got a little excited about it. It was like him dancing with a whole bunch of people. Camera was like kind of swinging around and everything. There we go, Brooke. Now this is something we could talk about. Dave Matthews Band posted the summer tour dates. Big deal. It's big deal. Yeah. Dave Matthews Band hitting the road once again. 2 dates in New York. We're getting them at Jones Beach and at the tennis stadium there, Forest Hill Stadium. So that's going to be cool. Rock said she would love it if it was just Green Day. I'm surprised that Green Day hasn't gotten a halftime show just yet. I'll tell you, if it was up to me, you're going to think I'm crazy. I'd have Bruno Mars come and do it every single year. I just think Bruno Mars is like that guy. Like that guy is a fucking party. That guy is a party. Like, he did it one year by himself, and then I think he came back the next year and did it with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers year, and everybody was like, boy, Bruno Mars was really good. Thank God Bruno Mars showed up, because Bruno Mars, I feel like, I mean, do you know anybody who doesn't love Bruno Mars? Will somebody fill Paul in already? See, this is why Paul's angry at me, because he's misguided and he gets here late. Paul, I was an hour late. How could you be even later and missed? I started the show with the Bruce Springsteen song. Darien Lake and SPAC. There's 2 other New York venues too. I got bad news for you, Brooke. Us downstaters don't really consider that upstate area in New York. Saratoga, that's Canada. Okay. We're not going up there. We're just not going up there. It's like the annex in the office. It's icky. We're just not. We don't consider it part of the whole thing. Look at Mark sticking up for Paul, giving me shit. Paul was late like you were. Yeah, but he's got no excuse. I don't know. No, I really was upset that I was so late. Brooke, where am I? Are you in upstate? You're in Canada. You might as well be Quebec. Saratoga, Darien Lake, that's Quebec. That's if you're closer to Montreal than New York City, then you're Canada. You're just Canada, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. I'd rather be in Canada than New York most days. Oswego. What else do we? Oh, Bill Belichick got kept out of the Hall of Fame. Oh, look at this. Syracuse in the house. There you go. I do like upstate. I do. There's lots of like fun little quaint towns and everything. It's gorgeous as all hell in the fall. It's just I'll just never get there. I'll just never be there. What's weird about New York is you can go to, how far was Kingston? Is that like 45 minutes? Was that farther?
Yes, Kingston is very far.
What's the one with the party school, like right here? It's not too far up. It's south of Albany. It's like a big party school. No, not Oneonta. It's one of the CUNY schools. Or SUNY schools, I should say. Platts? Not Plattsburgh. No. What is it? Cortland. Is it Cortland? New Paltz. New Paltz is close. And that's if you go to New Paltz, everything north of New Paltz looks exactly like New. There's no reason to go past New Paltz. There's just no reason. You know. Although I'm a sucker for those TikTok videos where they're like, this little gem in New York. And I'm like, bullshit. And then they show like some crazy waterfall. And I'm like, oh, that really is nice. Maybe we should go there. Let me see. Where was I going? Oh, Bill Belichick. They kept Bill Belichick out of the Football Hall of Fame. The guy's won like 8 Super Bowls. The guy is the winningest coach in NFL history. And he's not going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. When I tell you people that are nowhere, people who hate football are like, that's messed up. Why did that happen? Like, people can't understand why Bill Belichick is being kept out of the Hall of Fame. I'm a moderate football fan and I don't understand it. I mean, I think it's just crazy. But they have like a vote on it. I think 50 people vote, 11 people have to vote no, and 11 people voted no, which is now leading to a conspiracy that it was like 1 or 2 people that got a bunch of other people to vote along with them just to keep him out. And don't get me wrong, like he was hated, like Spygate, he was spying on other teams. They proved that to be true. Then there was the whole Deflategate thing, which was not as concrete as Spygate. He was always like quiet to the media, and then everybody's assuming because of all this stuff with his 14-year-old girlfriend now that's why they hate him and they left him out. I don't know, but it's a bad look for the Football Hall of Fame, because then like who do you put in? Like who's more deserving of the winningest coach of all time? If you can't get that guy in a first ballot, even if it's not you, I mean, he should have been in and unanimous, you know? And for him not to go in at all first time in is just crazy. Dr. Dex is here finally to say hello to everybody. The show's ending, Dr. Dex. Where you been the last hour and 9 minutes? But we are all excited to see you. Welcome aboard. Don't miss the beginning of the show where I talk about the new Bruce Springsteen song, because it's really, really good and it leads to some hatred. Oh, okay. All right. Last one. Can you guess what state has the most expensive groceries? And I'll give you a hint. It's not New York. I mean, I know with the city of Manhattan, the prices here are insane. But what state has the most expensive groceries out of all the 50 states in the union? And by the way, I'm going with the 50 states. We're not counting Venezuela and we're not counting Greenland yet. Good guess from Merck. Cali. No, it is not Cali. Oregon's a good guess. No. Alaska is a great guess. Unfortunately, no. It looks like some of you have been reading the newspaper today because Christella and Brooke, you got it right. Hawaii. Hawaii has the most expensive, it's the most expensive state for groceries in the union, according to Visual Capitalist 2026 analysis, that on average, the people of Hawaii are spending $157 a week on groceries. That's 33% above the national average of $118 a week. Hawaii has had a 9.6% year over year increase. Who said Alaska? Matty O.B. Alaska is next at $152 a week on average. So just $5 shy with an 8.8% rise. Who said California? Merck. California is third at $127. Washington and Vermont are in the top 5. That's 4 and 5 at 126 and 124. New York comes in 11th at $121 a week, which seems nuts to me because I feel like Cuddles and I are spending way more than that. Granted, we have 2 savages that we live with. Some people might call them our children. I like to call them savages. Who can't let a bag of chips stay in the house. You think drug addicts are bad? Like these kids, if they open a bag of chips, they're killing it that day. They don't believe in chip clips, my children. They don't believe in a chip clip. What's the point? They just finish it all right now in one seating. So yeah, that's insane. New York, as expensive as it is, pales in comparison to Hawaii, the most expensive state for groceries in the union. Take that to the water cooler tomorrow and show up. You don't even have to give me credit for it. Or Visual Capitalist. You just be like, throw that out there at the meeting tomorrow when everybody's hopping on the Zoom call. Just be like, you guys know that Hawaii is the most expensive state for groceries? People be like, no shit. You know, oh yeah. Averaging $157 a week. What are you spending a week on groceries? And if somebody says, I spend more than that on groceries, you should be like, what are you, Hawaiian? And then give them one of those. Give them the double click. They'll love it. They'll love it. And then, unlike Bill Belichick, we'll put you in our Hall of Fame, which is not football related, but dad joke related. You will be in the dad joke Hall of Fame. Bird says, don't get a bag of Oreos around my kids. Hey, me too, man. I'm the same way. I used to open up that bag of Oreos and it'd be a miracle if it was there the next day. Oh, I used to love ODing on Oreos. Oh my God. All right, this is weird. I'm gonna confess to this as we go here. This is a big confession. This is a big weirdo thing that Ant does that I can't believe I'm saying. I used to love to take 2 Oreos, put them on a spoon, dunk them in milk, but that so much so that one whole Oreo was submerged while the other Oreo was half submerged. So that you would get all soft, mushy Oreo and still a little bit of crunchy Oreo all in one bite. That was my big move. I loved having mostly mushy, milk-soaked Oreo, but still with a little crunch on top. So that's what I would do all the time. That's weird. That's weird. But hey, we're all a little weird, aren't we?
Meat potato salad.
I love you all. We'll see you on Friday.
Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.
Don't forget, Aaron C. and Frankie C. are back. Have an amazing Thirsty Thursday, everybody.